On a day where the forecast calls for rain and it's cloudy, there's no better place to be than Noah's Ark. Right? I don't know. Anyway, we're headed to the Ark Encounter.
Williamstown, Kentucky.
Williamstown, Kentucky. It's about 30 minutes away from Whispering Hills RV Park, which is where we're staying. So we're going to take the drive over and check it out.
It does seem like a lot of the families coming into the RV park, that's what they're coming in for, to stay in this area, to be able to go and take their kids to the Ark. We've heard so many good things about it, so we're going to go check it out for ourselves.
We sold our house along with almost everything we owned, and we packed up the RV to live a lifestyle on the road. Now we're free from sticks and bricks and that old life we used to know. Come and join on our adventures, all the places that we'll go. And living in the RV is sublime. Destination Fulltime.
Welcome to the Ark Encounter.
We're actually loading up on the Ark, and it's raining. That's pretty cool.
Noah's Ark is built according to the dimensions given in the Bible, spanning 510 feet long, 85 feet wide, and 51 feet high. It is a massive structure. It took over 100 years to build the Ark. At the time the Ark went off on its journey, Noah was 600 years old. Wow. The wooden materials used to build the Ark still remain a mystery. It might have been lost in translation because different versions of the Bible state different materials. In the King James Version, the Ark was said to be made from gopher wood. However, in the New International Version, the Ark was made from cypress wood, which was the wood of choice by Phoenician shipbuilders. The Ark had 3 stories and a roof with a small opening below it. The actual number of animals on the Ark is another mystery. Some estimates say that there were as many as 1.2 million animals on the Ark, but others have said that only 16,000 animals were on the Ark. Over 3.1 million board feet of timber was used in the construction of this ark replica. A board foot is 12 inches by 12 inches by 1 inch. In board feet laid end to end, there is enough timber in the ark construction to go from Williamstown, Kentucky to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Rainwater collected from the roof could be funneled to large strategically placed storage tanks. Moon pools are generally used for drilling and research vessels, but the same concept could have been applied to exploit the waves to pump air throughout the ark. Artificial lighting may have been used throughout the ark, and olive oil could have been used as a long-lasting fuel source for lamps lighting the dark interior. Although not necessarily as safe as an oil lamp, other fixtures such as candles or torches occasionally could have been employed as well. Noah and his sons, and his wife and his sons' wives entered the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Although Scripture doesn't specifically say what food Noah and his family ate, it is reasonable to believe that Noah was able to grow some of the food he needed while on the ark. During your stroll through the Ararat Ridge Zoo, you'll encounter mammals, birds, and reptiles from every corner of the planet. The waters took quite a while to recede. Roughly a year after the flood began, the earth was ready. We are so glad we were able to visit this amazing place. While we were in the area, we got a chance to check out the Aviation Museum of Kentucky. The museum opened its doors to the public in 1995. Since then, the museum has welcomed guests from all 50 states and over 140 foreign countries. The Grumman F-14 Tomcat was central to the 1986 film Top Gun. The aviation-themed film was such a success in creating interest in naval aviation that the U.S. Navy, which assisted with the film, set up recruitment desks outside of some theaters. The F-14 Tomcat was also featured in its 2022 sequel. The Doolittle Raid was an air raid on April 18th of 1942 by the United States on the Japanese. Although the raid caused minor damage, it demonstrated that the Japanese mainland was vulnerable to American air attacks. It served as an initial retaliation for the December 7th of 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor and provided an important boost to American morale. We also got a chance to check out the University of Kentucky. This university is a public land-grant research university in Lexington, Kentucky. Founded in 1865 as the Agricultural and Mechanical College of Kentucky, the university is one of the state's 2 land-grant universities and the institution with the highest enrollment in the entire state. We had to stop by the Kentucky Castle, which is a unique property with a storied history. This 110-acre estate is located just outside of Lexington in Versailles, Kentucky. Construction on the castle began in 1969 by Rex Martin and his wife Caroline, who were inspired by the beautiful architecture of Europe during their honeymoon. Construction was halted when the Martins divorced in 1975. The unfinished castle never sold and sat vacant for almost 30 years. Tourists then became captivated by it as a roadside attraction. You can now dine, stay overnight, visit the spa, or book a special event. Home to both the horse capital of the world in Lexington and the saddlebred capital of the world in Shelbyville. Here you'll find legendary horse racing tracks, a wide variety of equestrian activities, and pretty as a picture farms where the most magnificent horses in the world graze on their famed bluegrass.
Living in the RV is sublime. destination, full time.